Hey, how you doing? This is Dan Land Pro. You want to find me? You can find me over at youtube.com. Type in the keyword Dan Land Pro, and we're off and running. Today we're going to show you how to color match your footage over in Premere CC. So that's if you have two different tones or two different clips that don't pretty much match up the way you wish they were because you might have forgot the white balance, or you might have one type of camera, somebody else have another, and your footage is not matching up and you want to match it up, this is where you would do it. I'm getting ready to show you how. Okay, so here we are in Adobe Premiere, and I've already brought my footage in. If you notice, I got two clips. This first clip will be my reference clip. The second clip with all of the red tone in it will be my current clip. So I want to match my reference clip up with my current clip. So I want the current clip to draw from the reference clip. So I will click my clip. I will go up here to where you see effects controls, Lumetri color. Right here is my Lumetri color, so that's where I'm gonna go in order to get what I want. Now you see that light up? Now sometimes you might not find that Lumetri wheel up at the top where I just found it, so you just go to Windows, come down in Lumetri color, and not Lumetri scopes, but Lumetri color, and you will find that wheel. And you will see in here it got 6 different choices. So what you want to pick is color wheels and match. And now you see where they'll give me what they call a comparison view. So what we're going to do is go over the comparison view, and we're going to show you what happens. In comparison view, now you see I have a reference clip and then I have a current clip. So what I want to do is match. I want this reference clip to give this current clip the colors that I want, and then I can work with the midtones, the highlights, and the shadows if I have to in order to bring it to where I want it. So let's do that right now. So what we do is we'll click Apply Match. So let's click Apply Match, and you see now my current clip has taken on the colors of the reference clip. Now if I'm not satisfied with that clip, I can also go here into my shadows or my highlights. You see how I'm changing the shadows and the highlights? I can bring that down, and then I can change the midtones. We can work with the midtones, and I can try to get it right where I want it. And the same with the shadows. I can work the shadows until I get these to the grade that I want them. I can also work with the different colors in these color wheels until I get that particular clip to where I want it. But have you noticed the grade of these two clips pretty much match up more so than the red that was dominating the current clip at first. Now let me show you a few other things before we move on, because this is not a long tutorial. So if I click here, I can cut off the current and the reference and work with it just to have it up there to see how it's matching up. Now you see over here we have 3 little selections here, which is vertical, horizontal, and then we have our regular side to side. I'm using side by side, which is what I'm most comfortable with, but some people they want to use a different one. Also, they might want to use this one, horizontal or vertical. So it depends. And if you notice in the horizontals and verticals, I can grab this in the middle and I can shift it around until I'm satisfied with what I'm looking at and how I want to make my adjustments there. The same right here, whether I'm going up or down to dominate that particular clip in the areas that I'm comfortable with, I can do that. Now you don't get that same selection or that same tool in the side by side, so they figure that's the one most commonly used, and you can pretty much see everything that's happening. Now you can also shift these around depending on what you're comfortable with, which side you want it on. So my reference clip can be first and then my current clip, or I can switch it back, and that's these 2 little arrows here. So these are pretty much the adjustments that you can make in here in the selections that you have as far as color grading, so color matching. So as you can see, we matched that clip up pretty good. Now here's another thing before we go that you can do. You don't necessarily have to use 2 clips. You may have some clips, or you may have some footage that you want a particular grade to be on the entire video. So you can go into somewhere like Photoshop, you can make an adjustment layer, and then you can customize that adjustment layer in a grade and cinematic form that you want. And you can bring that in as a reference clip. You will put it on the timeline the same way as one of these clips. You will go into the Lumetri colors the same way and pick that particular clip that you made or still that you made as a reference clip, and you can change all your footage to match up with that customized still. So that's pretty much it about color matching in Premere CC. Till next time, I'm Dan Land Pro, short for Dan Land Productions. Make sure you hit that subscribe and that like button over at youtube.com, Dan Lamb Productions. Till our next video and tutorial, see ya. Peace.